Everyone knows the state of Michigan is passing through one of the most difficult economic periods in its entire history. Some people and institutions are looking for ways to rewrite this narrative. Some people think narrative is a good place to start. Enter filmmaking, and on every level, the University of Michigan says yes. Christina Shockley has the story.
If you've taken a walk across the University of Michigan campus during the past few years, you've seen it, seemingly everywhere. Film crews, actors, directors, trucks, lots of trucks, lights, cameras, and students. This burst of activity has several origins. But let's start with Jim Burnstein, screenwriting coordinator in the Department of Screen Arts and Culture.
I'm not convinced in that case that Mel needs to be a doctor.
Yeah, I've wrestled with that.
Yeah, what do you think?
As this is becoming more and more popular, doing more and more films here, have you changed the programs that you're teaching kids here?
Professor Robert Raher and I had started a course, it must go back to the early 2000s, where we decided to take a couple of the top screenwriters who come out of the screenwriting program that I run, the top production students, top actors from the theater school, bring them together and basically film the first act of these full-length screenplays. This year, we bring in composers from the School of Music, sound people from music, art and design, set designers from art and design, producers from the business school. So we're extending to all these different colleges.
Taylor in the pink is one of our directors of photography. Then Angela is art department, art director. Maya is director of photography.
You had John Patrick Shanley
I did.
come to your class.
I did.
What did that mean for kids?
When you sit in a room with the guy who's won the Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay, the Tony and the Pulitzer Prize, they appreciate it.
Great job. It was really well observed. Every scene had physical business that reinforced the story. It was funny in its own right. Played really well.
Last year, I made an arrangement with the Traverse City Film Festival that we would bring these two films to the Traverse City Film Festival. Well, they played so well that Michael Moore said, well, we're going to do this every year, right? So now every year when the Traverse City Film Festival begins, there's only 2 movies guaranteed to play there, and that's this U of M 423 course.
It was an amazing thing to have her in class, and she's that good a writer, too.
Tell me about your involvement with the Michigan Film Office.
I currently serve as the vice chair of the Michigan Film Office Advisory Council. I go back to the end of 2002 when outgoing Governor Engler called me and asked me if I would serve on this newly formed Michigan Film Office Advisory Commission. And I said, well, Governor, there's only one reason to have such a commission, and that's if we have a reason for them to come, and that would be some form of incentive package.
Now, every business wants an incentive.
Right.
Why film?
Film is one of the few businesses where you can see instant results. And we've seen it in Michigan. There's very few industries that will move that quickly. Michigan went from 2007, where we had 3 films shot in Michigan with a grand total of $2 million, to 2008, the first 9 months of the law, because it was passed in April, 35 projects and $126 million. 2009, 52 projects, $225 million. And this year, we'll go way beyond that. Clint Eastwood comes here and makes a movie, Gran Torino.
How about that?
The Gran Torino.
Yeah.
You'd let me take the Gran Torino.
Yeah, I'd let you take the Gran Torino.
Clint says, you know what, this is a great place to be.
Yeah, really.
The movie comes out, you go to watch it, and when the credits come up and it says Made in Michigan, the people all stayed there and they clapped because they saw Made in Michigan. It brought tears to my eyes.
How have the film credits and this growing film industry affected the University of Michigan and the students here?
I had been so conditioned to teaching students in the screenwriting program here at U of M, and the second they graduate, boom, they're gone. Most of them LA, some in New York. But the minute we passed that law, the migration pattern seemed to stop in its tracks. It astounded me.
Among Jim Burnstein's recent students who have not migrated are Sultan Sharif, Mark Zokalik, and production partners Danny Mooney and Eddie Rubin. Sultan Sharif wrote, directed, and produced Bilal's Stand, which in 2010 was selected for the Sundance Film Festival's Next Generation. Sharif is based in Detroit and is working to raise funds for his next feature film. Mark Zokalik garnered a choice assignment with writer-director Miguel Arteta during the shooting of Youth in Revolt and had story ideas accepted in the script. Zokalik continues working on features while developing stories based in Michigan. Danny Mooney and Eddie Rubin met in the advanced screenwriting class and later started their own film production company, Deep Blue Pictures, producing feature films with major Hollywood talent. They remain committed to Michigan.
If you don't build a creative class, if you lose that creative class, then you are getting rid of the future for the present tense. It is a huge mistake to go down that road.
In 2010, a first-of-its-kind collaboration was formed between the film and media schools at the universities of Michigan, Michigan State, and Wayne State. The new Creative Film Alliance brought together students from the 3 schools to shoot a film together over the summer.
To everybody's surprise, we all kind of like each other. You know, who knew? Who knew those people at State were good guys?